Hi, welcome to Watercolor Wednesday with Amber Stone. Today we're going to be painting some foxes like the ones here. These are really quick and easy to do. First we're going to look at the supplies. Now you're going to need to have some watercolor squares. The ones I use are 3x3. You'll need brushes, a palette, some watercolors. Here I'm using Scarlet, Lamp Black, Burnt Sienna, and Yellow Ochre. And you'll want to get a little bit of each of these on your palette. You'll need water and napkins and a second thing of water if you want. That's optional though. First thing we're going to do is you're going to get your brush wet. Blue brushes are Sapphire, I think. You're going to mix up a little bit of red with a little bit of your yellow ochre. So you get a nice kind of orange going. Now you want to be using a smaller brush, but not too small. This is one of my favorite brushes, and I think it's a size 5. Now, you don't want to actually draw the entire fox, so I'm starting out here with the ears and a little bit of the face mask, which we're going to change later because I ended up not liking it. And then you'll want to just kind of indicate where the body and the tail are using color. And we're going to leave a lot of white spots because those are where we're going to have the white fur of the fox. Make sure you leave a space in between the kind of background leg and the rest of the body, because that's where you're gonna have the white fur creeping in. While it's still wet, you can go in with some more red and kind of brighten it up a little bit. Using a really light wash is gonna help you it's going to help you plan where you want your fox to be and what shape you want it to be, while still giving you the chance to go in later and darken it up. That way you can make it look the way you want it to look. Think of it kind of like a sketch. Now I'm mixing in some of the Burnt Sienna, which is going to be kind of our brown with the red, to do some shadows. You can get really heavy with the shadows on the legs because we're also going to mess with that really good here in a minute. And that'll help the transition. Here I've added some more black to the mix. Now you do want to make sure that that is wet when you put that black in there, because that's going to spread out and it's going to kind of go back up into the painting. Now you'll see I did a little bit on his nose just there, but that's just kind of unnecessary at this point because we're going to wait completely for that to dry. If you put it in a little early, it's going to spread out and kind of darken up. Now we're adding the eyes and the nose. And I'm using a really watered down black and brown together to make the shadows so that you can get some definition and see where the edges of the white are. Later, I'm gonna switch to using Mission Mijello Blue for some of those parts, which is not on the list. You can substitute Payne's Gray if you have it, Payne's Gray is a really nice color, and it is way cheaper and easier to get than Mission Mijello Blue. But I've kind of fallen in love with Mission Mijello Blue, so I'm going to keep using that for a while. You'll see me adding more to the face mask up there. That's just because I didn't actually like what I did to it, so I just added some more. And here we're using the mixture of very light black and brown. And that's our first fox. Now if you want to, you can draw it out beforehand. I tend to not do that, but if you're not confident that you can get the fox the way that you want it, sketching out with a red pencil, what I'm using here is called a Ticonderoga red, and these are actually very, very cheap. You can get them at Walmart, you can get them at Office Max and Office Depot and Staples. They're a really, really nice red pencils. Ticonderoga are top of the cheap to mid-price pencils you can buy. And when they put out a red, I decided to try it because I've tried other things to draw in the backgrounds, and a lot of them are very waxy. Ticonderoga is not, and you'll see that it kind of blends in very well, and sometimes it'll even disappear. I love these pencils. I use them all the time. Like, seriously. But we're following the same rules with this. We are leaving the white spaces, especially for the tail and the front. We'll set that aside and let it dry. Now we're going to show you guys a time lapse of some of the different foxes that I made using this method. So let me know what you guys think and show me some of your foxes when you're done. Here we are revisiting that first one and adding some more shadows and some face marks and stuff. But if you guys get some questions or anything, make sure you post them below. And if you happen to make any foxes, make sure you post those too, because I would love to see them. But have a great day, guys. Thanks. Bye.